Hi, my beautiful friends. It's Moon Mama here. And as promised, I'm recording a pick a pile reading for Valentine's Day edition. So, in honor of how I'm celebrating Valentine's Day, because it's not really a holiday that I agree with. However, I am just reassuring myself that self-love is important every single day, not just on a holiday. Also, you don't need to buy shit or have a transactional value to be loved. That's just my daily reminder. But that being said, you guys, I am doing a pick a pile reading. So this is going to be a pick a pile self-love edition. Okay, so I've got 3 piles here, babes. I've got all 3 are rose quartz because, hello, it's all about self-love. They're just different cuts. So we've got this extra large rose quartz. Okay, so this is pile 1, my loves. If you've never done a pick a pile, I just want you to pick whichever crystal you're drawn to and watch that one, okay? Pile 2, really raw cut of rose quartz. Okay, and lastly, pile 3, rose quartz heart. Yay for self-love. All right, babes, so I'm going to get started on pile 1 if that's the pile you chose. Then stay tuned. Here we go. All right, so like I said, let me move this a little closer. We are doing self-love edition, okay? So let's see what Spirit has to say for pile 1 regarding self-love if you chose this extra large rose quartz. So, we are starting with the full moon eclipse. Yes. Conclusions are within reach. Okay. Followed by Aphrodite. Hello, inner goddess. Beautiful. Pile 1. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. Bitch, yes. Hello, all the yes. And we are getting, wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, pile 1, the King of Swords. And the 7 of Swords. Okay, when it comes to self-love, pile 1, old habits, cycles, patterns, rooted in self-sabotage, rooted in self-hatred, rooted in anything less than valuing the divinity of who you are, those cycles are closing out, and that's beautiful because that's allowing in this energy of inner goddess, pile 1. You are really tapping into your inner goddess, and you're doing that through self-care, okay? So this Wheel of Fortune is telling me that there is luck, there is forward movement that comes along with you continuing to assert your boundaries, pile 1, especially related to self-care. So what that means is all the people, places, things, and experiences that were not adding to your self-worth, okay? We'll put it that way. If they were not helping you to up-level, they were not inspiring you, they were not bringing you luck and joy, you are being asked to continue your self-care by asserting those boundaries and continuing to move away from the people, places, things, and experiences that you know do not serve you. Okay, pile 1, beautiful energy. I'm proud of you guys. Keep it up. Let's move on to pile 2. All right, so pile 2, again, guys, was this rough cut of rose quartz. Big old chunk here. All right, so pile 2, we're getting the full moon in Aries. Woo, fire energy. Yes, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, followed by Dana, High Priestess. Yes, I'm loving all the energies that are coming through regarding self-love, you guys. This is what it's about, tapping into all this divinity. So you have divine knowledge that can help others through your spiritual teaching. Yes. Then we are getting, okay, 2 major arcana, pile 2. All the 2s, by the way, lots of 2s coming through for y'all, pile 2. So check what your angel number 2 means. We're getting the Hierophant, major arcana. Followed by the Lovers, another major arcana. Followed by the 8 of Cups in reverse. Pile 2, when it comes to self-love, continue walking away from the people, places, things, and experiences that are not bringing you emotional fulfillment, okay? Excuse me. This full moon in Aries, you know, full moons are all about releasing, right, pile 2? We are releasing, especially related to things we're passionate about, things we feel love for. We're releasing climaxes that are ending, right? So we're allowing old cycles, patterns, habits to die off, okay? And we are using that now open space and open energy to tap into our high priestess energy. You know how we do that? We do that through self-love, self-care, self-nourishment, because then you have the time, space, and energy to tap into your intuition and your divine knowledge, right? Pile 2, there are major spiritual lessons. For some of you, this can even be the endings or beginnings of marriages or significant relationships in your lives. Either way, major spiritual lessons and blessings, should you allow them to climax and close out, right? And that is bringing you to a point of a choice point, right? So remember, this is that evolve or repeat. Because the Lovers and the Hierophant came out, pile 2, I am sensing a lot of this being based around relationships, significant relationships in your life. So if your self-care is kind of put on the back burner for a hot minute because of certain relationships you were in, I feel ya, I hear ya, I get it. You're being given another chance here. And it's like the closing out of whatever relationships you're closing out is really making room for you to stop and focus on figuring out what brings you emotional fulfillment. Look, she's going out. She's looking for it. She's like, all right, I'm on the way. How do I get to 10 of Cups? You know how I do that? I take care of myself and I figure out what makes me happy and what makes me emotionally fulfilled. And I take the time, space, and energy to tap into my divinity by allowing you cannot tap into your divinity if you don't allow yourself the time, space, and energy, right? And that's where this closing out of major relationships is really giving you that. All right, guys, pile 2, you're doing great. I'm so proud of you. Let's move on to pile 3. Okay, my lovelies. Sorry. Beep. Pile 3, remember this is the little heart rose quartz. Adorable. All right, pile 3, let's see. We are getting the new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. Okay, pile 3. Followed by Sage. Quiet time. Yes. Beautiful purples. Hello, look at all this purple energy. Talk about healing moment. Pile 3, I feel a healing coming on, baby. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. I mean, that is one of the biggest forms of self-love and self-care, I'm telling you. And a lot of people do not give themselves the time, space, or energy to do it. Pile 3, you need it right now. All right, pile 3, so we're getting the Knight of Pentacles, followed by the Chariot, followed by the Page of Swords in reverse. Okay, pile 3, again, I feel like there has been, there's a lot surfacing for you right now, okay? And it's really calling you, and Spirit is really asking you, pile 3, to slow the fuck down. Take some time for yourself. Allow yourself the time, space, and energy to meditate, to have silence, because in that silence and in that stillness is when these fears are able to surface. They may have been stuffed down for a long time. You've been ignoring them. I don't want to feel through that shit, bitch. Not today. Right now is the time to do that, okay? Use this Valentine's Day, use this energy of unconditional self-love to stop and give yourself a moment, okay? Because it feels like there's either you've been overly rushing or trying to balance something out, and there's too much forward motion happening here, pile 3, if this makes any sense. Spirit's asking you to slow the fuck down and really reevaluate what brings you foundation and stability for yourself, not outside of yourself, pile 3. What is going to help you balance out your life so that you eventually can move forward? Because this Page of Swords in reverse, there's an energy of feeling stuck, especially related to your mental space, pile 3. And that could have to do with these fears that are coming up, which is why you're kind of like ignoring this quiet time, because there's some fears surfacing and you don't want to deal with them. But you can't get unstuck until you allow the shit to come through, okay? You want these messages to come through in the mental space, because that's how you're going to balance back out. That's how you're going to really understand, okay, what brings me stability? How can I create long-term foundations for myself rooted in self-love, right, pile 3? And the only way that you can do that is through allowing yourself the time, space, and energy to heal. And that just requires a level of quiet time, okay? Pile 3, don't be afraid of the fears, babe. This is a new moon in Scorpio, so, you know, you've got that new moon energy. We did just have the new moon in Aquarius, so you've got the energy to move forward. You don't have to stay stuck here, okay? You know, the energy wants to move forward with this Chariot as well, but it wants to move slow, pile 3. It wants to move really slow with this Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of the Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but when he fucking offers an offer, it's long-term, it's stable, it is a foundation. It's not just quick mental space. It has been well thought out, okay? So, you got this, pile 3. Continue to love yourself. Give yourself the time, space, and energy to feel through all of this. I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And most importantly, use this Valentine's Day to love yourself. And guess what? Love yourself every day. Harder and harder, more and more. Learn all about yourself and how you can take care of you, because you are worthy of unconditionally loving yourself. And you don't need a fucking thing bought for you to remember that. All right, babe. I love you. Until next time.